今回は各地方へ助けを求めに行きます。
But the Bruma Guard cannot defend the city indefinitely. The Daedra of Oblivion are innumerable. The Guardsmen of Bruma are not. We need to gather what allies we can before Bruma is hopelessly besieged. If the Mythic Dawn manages to open a great gate here, the city will need a stronger garrison for there to be any hope of defending it. You should speak to the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil, as well as the Elder Council. Ask them to send aid to Bruma before it is too late. Martin made some progress on the Mysterium Xarxes while you were gone. You should speak to him about it. Bruma cannot hold off the hordes of Oblivion alone. You should ask the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil to send help. You should speak to the rulers...
まずはコロール城へ行くと、オブリビオンゲートを閉じるように言われるので閉じに行きます。
While I understand Bruma's need, Coral's own defense must come first. I cannot spare any soldiers as long as Coral remains under threat from the Oblivion Gate outside our walls. I've warned my people to stay inside the walls and put my... That's the best you can do.
普通のゲートを閉じるのと同じ感じでこのゲートを閉じたら報告しに戻ります。
It is quite nice to see you again. I hope you are faring well. Your reputation precedes you, Hera of Kvatch. You have done my city a great service by closing the Oblivion Gate. I will now gladly send soldiers to aid in the defense of Bruma. Consider it done. Farewell.
What's this about?
次はブラビルのオブリビオンゲートを閉じます。
Greetings to you. Regulus Terentius, Count Bravil. I'm really rather busy, and I doubt that you have anything to say that I need to hear. Really? It just so happens there's a mud shack overlooking the canal. It's not much to look at, but the smell will soon make you forget how ugly it is. Very well. I'll have my steward register the deed of ownership. Here is your key. It's a squalid little shack, I'm sorry to say. Oh, and the place is fairly bare. If I were you, I'd head on over to Nilawin at the fair deal and get some furnishings. Or you could always eat off the floor. Doesn't matter to me. He thinks to use his position as head of the Elder Council to make himself emperor. He will not succeed. I wish I could help. I understand the need to help defend the heir to the throne. It is a duty we all share. But with an Oblivion Gate threatening Bravil, I need all my soldiers here. I won't risk my guard attacking that infernal Oblivion Gate. I can't believe it. Take care. It was you that closed that Oblivion Gate, wasn't it? That was a brave thing to do. Thank you for closing the Oblivion Gate that was threatening Breville. I will send my guard captain, Viera Laris, to Bruma's aid. I've sent Captain Laris to Bruma. She is one of my best soldiers. I'm glad to be able to help defend the heir to the throne. Yes, Count of Breville. Are you a foreigner? Do yourself a... Take care.
こんな感じでクエストを進めていきます。
How are you faring in your campaign against the remnants of the Black Bow Bandits, Sir Knight? Leowyn is beset by enemies. The Empire does nothing to help us. Even before this crisis, I did not have enough men to patrol my borders. Now, Daedra are pouring out of an Oblivion Gate on our very doorstep. No, I don't have any men to spare. Bruma will have to look to its own defense. Good day, sir. How are you faring in your campaign against... Well, with the Oblivion Gate near Leowyn closed, I suppose the immediate threat is lessened. I will do as you ask. Let no one say Leowyn did not do its part to uphold the Empire. I have given you the help you asked for. Bruma's fate is out of my hands. Good day. Pleasure to speak with you. While Skingrad is threatened by an Oblivion Gate, I cannot spare any soldiers for Bruma. Whatever you may think of me, I still protect my own. This is my city, and Mehrunes Dagon will not have it while I remain Count of Skingrad. You're not supposed to be.
ここでもオブリビオンゲートを閉じて話しかけます。
Your bravery is the talk of Skingrad. Well done! Mehrunes Dagon has no more love for my kind than for my mortal subjects. Less, perhaps, as we make poor slaves. You have helped me by closing the Oblivion Gate near Skingrad. I will likewise help you by sending aid to Bruma. Farewell.
A pleasure to speak with you. I would like to send help to Bruma, but I cannot risk weakening Anvil's defenses with that Oblivion Gate open outside the city. Good day. Look at the mud. You sure gave those damn Daedra what for. It makes us all feel better to have someone like you around. I've heard that you've closed the Oblivion Gate outside Anvil. I honor you for your bravery and service to my city. With Anvil safe for the moment, I will send some of my best soldiers to bolster the Bruma garrison. Don't worry. Anvil's soldiers are worth 2 from anywhere else. Bruma will not fall. Farewell.
次はクバッチへ行って戦いを助けます。
That the best you can do? It's my pleasure. Please, continue. I have few enough men to spare, but you have more than earned our help. I will send what aid I can. Bruma must not share the fate of our city. You too.
Well met. As always, you're a...
最後にシェイリン・ハルですが、ここはサイドクエストをクリアする必要があります。
massing as if break. Be careful. If the guards don't do something about the... I can't believe it. Until we meet again. Well met.
Please, although I'm concerned about the safe return of my son and the closing of the gate, please see Aminus Gregory for all of the details. With a possible attack looming, I must be free to make preparations. Good luck.
ゲートの前で戦っている兵士を助けてから話して、その後にゲートの中へ入ります。
Let's get this over. I'd advise you to keep your distance from that accursed portal. Haven't you heard about these gates to Oblivion opening up all over Tamriel? Well, then, you know what they're capable of producing. Although nothing has come through ever since Farwell entered. About 2 days ago, Count Indaris' son, Farwell, entered the Oblivion Gate with 6 other men. We haven't heard from them since then. The Count fears the worst, and has posted guards here so we can watch and see if anyone comes back out. So far, nothing. At this point, Count Indaris is offering a reward for the recovery of his son from inside the gate, or confirmed news of his demise. If you find him, or the rest of the Knights of the Thorn, get them out of there. I'm sure the Count would also be pleased if the gate was closed. New to these parts, eh? The Knights of the Thorn are a bunch of rabble who fancy themselves true knights. Farwell formed the group around 2 years ago. They make grand boasts and talk a good talk, but that's all they are. The real work goes to us, the city guard. I hate to speak ill of them, as something horrible may have happened. But their own bravado got them into this mess. It's tolerated because Farwell is the Count's son, plain and simple. He has the power and the coin to put it all together. Most of the time, they lounge around the tavern drinking and making up stories of epic battles with impossible odds that they won. It's all garbage. They never patrol. They never help fight off the occasional bandit that slips into the city. Ah, well, I've said too much already. Farwell is a Dunmer, and he's wearing steel-plate armor. His shield should bear the crest of the Knights. Nothing but the best for the Count's son. There are 7 of them, including Farwell. Even though they're a nuisance, I still hope they haven't been hurt. Or worse. There's only one way to remove that gate. Venture inside, find the gate's sigil stone, and take it. Once you have it, the gate should be closed. From what I hear, you'll appear back where you entered, safe and sound. We will remain out here until the gate is either closed, or something emerges from inside. We need to warn Cheydinhal of impending attacks. Tread carefully. I don't know what evil lurks within that gate.
生存者がいるので話して、その後に一緒に塔の最上階を目指して進みます。
It's about time someone got here. What took you so long? We are knights sworn to uphold the laws of Cheydinhal. We fear no being, and we strike fast and true as lightning. Many wish to join our ranks, as we are of the highest echelon. Only a select few may join the finest force ever to grace the lands of Cyrodiil. Until now, we numbered only 7, but attacked like a regiment. Our enemies quake at our approach and falter at our charge. Huzzah! I set out with the rest of the knights to dispatch this blemish on the face of our fine world. When we arrived, we were overwhelmed. I myself was able to kill perhaps 20 of them, but they just kept coming. Only Bremen and I remain alive. However, with you here now, we can take the sigil stone from that citadel and complete our quest for the good of all Cheydinhal. Huzzah! Are you mad? A Knight of the Thorn never returns home until the mission is done. It's our way. Now, in my father's name as Count Indaris of Shadenhall, I order you to lead me to that sigil stone. I suggest we use the Raymond Sweep formation. You'll assault and we'll guard the rear flank. Onward and upward, huzzah! The sigil stone for this Oblivion Gate is the key. As soon as we have it, we shall rid Shadenhall of its existence. The path is yours. Lead on.
Strange. Even if Farwell doesn't say it, we appreciate that you're here. Don't judge Farwell too harshly. Most of what he says is fabricated, but he's young and therefore quite brash and inexperienced. All he wants to do is please his father. I've known him since he was a lad, and fighting to defend Shadenhall is in his heart. I just wish his heart was bigger than his hubris. I'm sure you wish to hear the real story rather than Farwell's version. Not long after the gate opened, Farwell decided an assault was in order. We charged inside and promptly met resistance. 3 of us were cut down in the first wave. We pressed on, at Farwell's behest. At the base of the citadel, we met a larger second wave of foes. We lost 2 more in that skirmish, as well as Farwell and I being wounded badly. It was at this point we considered retreat. We found the way back blocked by more Daedra, so we were stuck here until rescued by you. It's just like Farwell to leap before he looks. Had we brought a City Watch contingent, we might have taken the Sigil Stone with minimal losses. Instead, Farwell wanted to prove his point. The City Watch and the Knights of the Thorn are always at odds. They think we don't have what it takes, and Farwell wanted to show them. Perhaps we're all to blame. But that's not important right now. We must complete our journey and get that stone. Please help us. Let's keep moving.
息子がやられると報酬がもらえなくなるので頑張って守ります。
We made it. Victory is ours once again. Huzzah! You've done well. I wouldn't have expected such bravery from someone who isn't a Knight of the Thorn. Now that this battle between good and evil has been won, and the day is ours, you should go speak with my father. He will reward you greatly for escorting me home and closing the Oblivion Gate. Since you have led us to victory, I am hereby giving you the honorary title of a Knight of the Thorn. Your name shall be revered, and your deeds placed into song to be performed by the greatest bards for generations to come. Congratulations! No more will the gate threaten the good people of Shadenhall. The Knights of the Thorn have triumphed once more. As a Knight of the Thorn, you are now expected to carry this symbol of your knighthood. Carry it proudly and wear it well. Make sure you address the Count properly.
Thank you for getting me out of that cursed place. The gate has been closed. Finally, thanks to you, the Knights have a real victory on their hands. Perhaps in the future, Farwell will learn patience and careful planning before dragging us into a situation like that again. The Blackwood Company would take...
I
それでは報告して今回は終わります。
I'm also overjoyed that you saved my son's life. I realize he's trying at times, and he speaks before he thinks. But he's still my son, and I adore him greatly. I'm sure he was difficult to travel with, and I respect your patience. Most would have given him up for dead, rather than deal with his ego. Anyway, I digress. I'm sure you wish to hear of your reward. I'm in possession of 2 fine weapons. They're both heirlooms of the Indaris family, held in the castle for several generations. I'd take great pleasure in bestowing one of them upon you. Please, choose the Thornblade or the Staff of Indaris. The Thornblade it is. Again, I thank you on behalf of all the citizens of Cheydinhal, and I especially thank you as an elated father. Farewell, and may RK guide you. Even though he may be a bit misguided, I'm still proud to call him my son. I think if you had the chance to speak to any of the knights, they were happy to follow Farwill into battle. I'll be having a very long talk with my impetuous son. I don't blame him directly for their deaths, but he must learn to do things the proper way. He must realize he'll be ruling Cheydinhal one day. That's a responsibility I aim to make him ready for. Yes, in fact, I do have a home for sale. It's a fairly typical Cheydinhal home. It's in decent shape, although largely unfurnished. My steward will draw up the papers for me to sign. Here is the key to your new home. You can find it in the southwest corner of the city. Oh, I almost forgot. Borba Grauzgash at Borba's Goods and Stores will have everything you need to make the place more livable. Sorry, but as it stands now, the place is fairly bare. Enjoy! The head of the Elder Council and a trusted servant of the Empire. No one is better suited to guide us through these troubled times. Just look around. Is not Cheydinhal the model of civic rule? No, don't bow. I am just a humble servant of the people. I will not forget your service to me and to Cheydinhal. Rescuing my son from the Oblivion Gate was a daring feat. With the Oblivion Gate closed, I can now gladly send aid to Bruma. It's curious. Skingrad's people